Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha and this is Dumbbells and Delights, a channel where you get tips and tricks on how to live a delightful life. Thank you so much for choosing to watch today. If you're new here, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get new videos when I upload on Wednesdays. And if you're back, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. In this week's video, we'll be sharing 5 ways to save money as part of the Fit Money series, which I started last week. If you haven't watched last week's video, I'll put it in the link below. In last week's video, we shared about how I paid off my car in less than 2 years. And I started the Fit Money series with a personal success story so that I would be able to show you what makes me an expert in sharing about money. I'm also a qualified bookkeeper, but I do recommend you seek professional help. So in this week, we're sharing 5 tips that will help you to save money. The first one is the most obvious. Save money. Let's face it, you actually have to put money aside every month or every time you get some money. And for that to be easy, it's best you determine what you are saving for. Whether you're saving for emergencies, experiences, education, and stuff. I couldn't find a synonym for stuff. You also need to determine your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. This will help you stay disciplined. For me, that's always been an issue, discipline. But if you're working for something, if you're saving for something, it's much easier. Like in this year, I'm working towards getting a new camera because currently I'm recording on my phone, which I also need a new phone because this one's giving me problems now. So that I've determined for myself to be a mid-term goal because it's going to take me a little longer than 2 months to get the kind of devices I want. Then the second thing, which technically should be point number 1, is learn about your money. What's happening with your money? What's coming in? What's going out? And the best way to find these things is to look at your payslip, bank statement, and budget. But budget, we're going to talk about that next week. So please come back next week and see how to budget if you need help with that. Then the next thing is to avoid unnecessary expenses. That's point number 3. This is for things like, say you're paying for a gym and you do not go. I think the obvious thing is to cancel because you're just wasting money. You're just paying whatever gym you go to a lot of money for nothing. Otherwise, go to the gym. Or, if you can give me your membership, I can go to the gym for you. That's also another thing. I don't mind. Another way to avoid unnecessary cost is long commutes to work by yourself, like in your car. Carpool, that will help you save money. And then not having money in your account when your debit orders are due. This is important. It's happened to me once or twice and the bank wanted like $100. My bank charges $100. So $100 for no money for a debit order. I was like, yo, that's a lot. I'm never doing it again. I learned my lesson. So do not miss your payments. Make sure you have money. Create a buffer for those kind of things, which goes back to point number 1, having money for emergencies. Then don't pay your bills late. Don't pay your bills late. Like they charge you interest depending on where where you're going. If you pay your bills late, they'll charge you interest. Interest, it might be 1.5%, but imagine 1.5% every month for a year. That adds up. You could be putting that money towards something else. Then the point number 4 is to buy stuff on labor. You can buy clothes, and my favorite store is Gem Clothing. I do also buy from Pep as well. They make really awesome nighties and underwear. I'm surprised. Electronics you can buy from Incredible Connection. So obviously, I know the camera I want, and I'm gonna go to Incredible Connection and put down a deposit for a particular device. Then point number 5 is make a list of the things you want to buy. This doesn't just apply to groceries, because it seems groceries are the easiest things to list, or to-do lists are also something you can do. But have a list of the things you want to buy. For me, what I do is I create a list, so I know the camera I want, I know how much it costs roughly. Okay, that's the set price. But then when I come across a special, I'll be able to determine that this is actually a good special. Because sometimes a brand will tell you up to 50% off, but then they only took like 2% off. Is it really worth your time going all that way for 2% off? You know, but if you know something is like 200 rand and then they took it off 50 rand and you've been budgeting 200, so obviously you're going to save a clear 50 rand, and then you put that 50 rand in your savings. Back to point number 1. So extra money should always go to your savings. So yes, those are my 5 tips for saving money. Number 1, save money. Number 2, learn about your money, understand your money. Number 3, avoid unnecessary expenses. Number 4, buy stuff on lay-by. Number 5, make a list of things you want. So thank you so much for watching. Please come back next week for a how to budget. I will do a video on that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And have a good one. Bye.